Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. I love Spider-Man, my favorite superhero of all time, which is ironic since I'm an arachnophobe. I love everything about him. I love Peter Parker's story. I love his origins. I love all the things he goes through. Read a lot of the comics in the late 80s and through the 90s. Didn't read everything, but read a bunch of the major arcs. Didn't collect. Wasn't never much of a collector, but I loved it. Loved it so much that Maximum Carnage is my favorite comic book story of all time. I love it. I used to reread it once a year when I had my trade paperback until a friend of mine took it into the bathroom, and then that had to go in the garbage. You could understand that. Point is, I love Spider-Man. So, of course, over the years, I've played Spider-Man video games. Not all of them, but I played a few. And, of course, I played Insomniac Spider-Man. 2018 Spider-Man on the PS4, one of the best games I've ever played. Gameplay, 10 out of 10. Story, 10 out of 10. Graphics, 10 out of 10. All of it, fantastic. Except for Mary Jane and Miles, but you know why. But I love that game so much. I replayed it on this channel. You could watch it. New Game Plus, Platinum Trophy Run. Check it out. Playlist. I had a good time. People had a good time. It was a lot of fun. So, of course, you would expect me to be excited for Spider-Man 2. And I was. I was pumped up. Venom, Kraven. We knew from the first game Insomniac can have multiple villains in a game and still make it work, not feel it overstuffed. So I was ready. And then a game arrived last month. Controversy surrounds this game. Very simple. Can't dodge it. I didn't want to level any sort of accusations until I finished the game, and I finished the game last week. Here's my proof. Yeah, one shouldn't have to prove they play things these days, but I have to prove it because you never know who's going to say, oh, you didn't play it. I did. Platinum trophied. In the ear, up the nose, up the ass, every which way. Done. What are my thoughts? I've given my thoughts several times, so this is a boiled down, quick and dirty, because that's not the topic of today's video. But you have to understand where I'm coming from to understand my frustration, my disappointment, my outright anger at today's topic. Spider-Man 2 fails. Not because of the gameplay, not because of the overall graphics. Yes, the character designs are dog shit. Not because of some of the other woke elements in there. Death girlfriend spray paint, horrible, stupid. Helping certain types of couples get together, stupid. Does it break the game? No. No, it doesn't. What breaks the game, the story is broken because Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And Miles Morales exists to be elevated above Peter Parker in these games. That's their whole goal. Diminish Peter Parker. That's why the story is bad. And there are a lot of moments in this game where it happens, where Peter says, you're a better Spider-Man than I. I'm so glad you're here, Miles. I couldn't do this without you, Miles. And the most egregious thing to me is the whole symbiote moment, where for 40 years, Peter didn't need anybody else to get the symbiote off his body. He found the power, found the strength to rip it off, whether it's in the church or other adaptations. So for many adaptations for all these decades, Peter always managed to do it himself, but not here. He needed Miles to talk him through it. He needed Miles to beat the crap out of him in a 3-phase boss fight to do it, and also have Miles ring the bell. Later on, he needs Miles and Mr. Negative to go deep inside his mind when the symbiote's trying to reassert itself so that they can find Peter crying over the memory of dead Aunt May from the first game. Do you understand what I'm pointing out to you here? Miles Morales is set as a better Spider-Man in Insomniac Spider-Man stories because that's what they want. They want it. He fights Venom better than Peter does. Everything about Miles is better than Peter. Of course, they wanted that because this is the truth now. They want him to be the real Spider-Man going forward. They announced yesterday afternoon Spider-Man 3 is going to star Miles Morales. That's right. Norman Osborn is finally going to become Green Goblin. And Miles Morales will be his Spider-Man. Green Goblin. Peter Parker's perhaps greatest nemesis of all time. Nope. Not here, not now. And this is the problem. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. He steals from Peter Parker to prop himself. He requires affirmation, leveled up. He requires being shown to be better than Peter in order to exist. He's a derivative character that should have stayed in his own universe. If he had stayed in his own universe, everything would be fine. That would be Miles Morales' Spider-Man universe, but no, they have drawn him in to Peter Parker's Spider-Man land and have him take it away. And to now tell us that he's going to be the main Spider-Man from now on, I'm out. I want to play Spider-Man. I don't want to play Miles Morales. Every chance I had in Spider-Man 2 to switch away from Miles, I did, and I was happy. And every time I had to go back and play Miles, I was bored. I was irritated because through Miles, they pushed the woke agenda. That's the problem here. Nobody wants this. A few people do, and if you do, great. But understand, this is not what the majority wants. We want Spider-Man. We don't want Miles Morales. But you know why this stuff happens? One, they hate Peter Parker because, let's be honest, he's white. He's traditional. They hate that. So they hire groups like Sweet Baby Inc. to work on a narrative and consultation that will focus on representation. That's what they want. That's what groups like this exist to do. To tell you there's a problem, to create an issue, and then grift and get a company to hire them to fix the issue. Spider-Man is a story where everybody can relate to Peter Parker. You don't have to create a black variant to get people interested. You didn't have to do it for 40 years, but suddenly you have to because a company like Sweet Baby Inc. tells you, oh, you have a problem with diversity and inclusion, but we'll help you fix it if you pay us lots and lots of money. Spider-Man 3 is going to fail. It's going to fail because Spider-Man's not going to be in it. It's going to fail because they're going to steal Peter Parker's agency again and give it to Miles Morales, who hasn't earned it. I'm done. Not going to buy this game. Not going to even get the Carnage DLC is going to come out for 2. I'm out. Definitely not going to play the Wolverine game either. Set in the same universe. Not interested. So congratulations, Insomniac. Fooled me once. Shame on me. Fooled me twice. Shame on you. Fool me a third time. Not going to happen. All right. I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube. I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny SJW fifis. Hit the notification button, share my videos you like and appreciate. By all means, leave a comment. Love to hear from you guys, the passionate ones. I care what you think. I do not care what the SJW woke-tards have to say, because 201, they're all cowards behind keyboards. They're going to yell at me, call me all kinds of names over this. But half of them, more than half, probably haven't even played the game. But I have, and it was garbage in the end. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos. Maybe a little shit stirring here and there. Who knows? @theranernerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.